Hi everybody, Matthew Banks here. I'm the Partner and Distribution Manager for RSA for Australia and New Zealand. And joining me today is Bridgepoint Communications Sales Director, Rob Merkwitza. Welcome, Rob.
Thanks, Matt.
Rob, before we jump into the use case today, perhaps you'd like to give us an overview of who Bridgepoint is.
Yeah, sure, Matt. Bridgepoint's been a systems integrator for close to 14 years now. We privately owned and operate an Australian-based company, close to 80 people across Brisbane and our Sydney offices. We specialise in networking and security, data management, and also have a governance, risk and compliance practice that we've been running over the last couple of years now. We've been an RSA partner for close to 10 of those years, and really been involved in the migration internally from the typical SecurID product set into some of the new solutions offered by RSA in the market at the moment.
Fantastic. So if we jump into today's case study, which is actually on risk-based authentication and just so happens to be the largest global deployment of RBA, Rob, would you like to give us an overview of how the opportunity arose?
Yeah, sure, Matt. Look, this particular client has been a large client of Bridgepoint's for quite some time, and RSA for that matter, traditionally in the SecurID space, albeit Bridgepoint's been doing a lot of other security type services in there. There was quite a few disasters over the last couple of years within Queensland, and this really brought a BCP-DR type event into the organisation that they had to deal with, and they relied on Bridgepoint and their partners to help out. From a SecurID perspective, the pure scale of this, because we're talking upwards of 100,000 users here, it really became something that was a big pain point for them, and they needed to look at a solution that was able to meet that scale and get to those users quite quickly.
I see. So with obviously a scale that large, how did you find the engagement with RSA?
Yeah, really good, mate. I was pleased. Teams, from both sides, sales and pre-sales, worked really well together. In an organisation that size, it's really important that we can run the two-legged and four-legged meetings, high level of trust, and then bring that information back together to workshop it, and importantly have a clear and consistent message to the client. A lot of players in the game, large organisation, and I think that worked really well for us.
Excellent. So with the actual sales cycle, did we come across any competitors in the account?
Yeah, it's quite an interesting point with these guys. We often find that when customers are looking for a new solution, they want to go to market, there's a procurement cycle or process that they need to follow. I was really happy with the way we positioned it with the customer, and proved to them that the partner base they had, the solution and the vendor and the technology was something that could grow with what their requirements were. To be honest, I think most of the competition we faced was internally, based on the bureaucracy and the politics. But again, united, we fought the fight.
Great. So if we look at the actual positive outcomes of the engagement now, where do we stand?
Yeah, look, the main thing for these guys was that they had a large exchange rollout where they were facing with OWA, and it was really, from a pilot perspective, a username password type scenario. We really like the risk-based approach to these security solutions. We've got G20 at the moment, which is due in Queensland, in Brisbane for us later this year around November, and it's really raised the profile of security, and again this risk-based approach is working well. So it gave them an opportunity to actually implement a risk-based solution that was able to scale. It was an easy implementation, and importantly, like I said, 100,000 odd users. The adoption, the user adoption, the ease of it, and being able to get to that user base quickly, low footprint was really good.
Okay, so if we look now, obviously the success of this case study, would you see other opportunities within other customers that have SecurID environments?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the natural progression, and I think that the other thing that we've liked it in terms of the way that we've pushed this is that the consumption-based model suits customers' budgets. For instance, we're looking at 10,000 odd adoption every quarter rather than some big bang approach. So that's been a good in from a budget perspective, risk-based as I said, and there's a lot of SecurID customers out there that are looking for an easier implementation.
Great. Well, thanks so much for joining us today, guys. I think, in summary, let's get that RSA sales team engaged early into our opportunities to help where we can, and also let's look for that upsell opportunity in all our SecurID customers. So thanks again for joining us. Good luck and good selling.